Hello friends, and welcome to Storytime. Today we are going to talk about animals that are native to Maine, which is the state that our library is in. What animals live in Maine? Do koala bears live in Maine? No. Do black bears live in Maine? Yeah, black bears do live in Maine. How about, do wolves live in Maine? Nope, but coyotes do. Do penguins live in Maine? No, but puffins do. What other animals live in Maine? What is Maine really famous for? We're famous for a couple special animals. Moose. Moose live in Maine. And what about an animal that lives in the ocean, has little claws? Lobster. Lobster. Lobster live in Maine. Owls also live in Maine. Foxes live in Maine. And what is Maine's state bird? Do you know? It's the chickadee. So chickadees live in Maine. Lots of animals live in Maine, and I could sit here and just list them off all day, but we'd be here for hours. But I do have some special books that are going to talk about a lot of the animals that live in Maine and a little bit about Maine in general. Do you know that Maine turned 200 years old this year? Her birthday was back in March, but we didn't really get a chance to celebrate it. So we're kind of celebrating all year, and I have a special book for her today to say happy birthday. But before we go into that, why don't we learn a little bit of American Sign Language so we can talk about the animals that live in Maine. Let's start with one of the most famous ones. Why don't we learn how to say moose in American Sign Language? What letter does moose start with? It makes a sound. M. Moose starts with the letter M. M is for moose. Do you remember how to make the letter M in American Sign Language? Take our hand, and we're going to curl our fingers down, but make sure that our thumb is tucked all the way over here near our pinky. M. M is for moose, and M is for Maine also. Let's learn how to say moose. To say moose in American Sign Language, take your hands and make little antlers, and just pull away. Moose, moose. Good job. How about we also learn how to say black bear? Black bears are very famous in Maine as well. They're the only type of bear we have in Maine, and we're pretty lucky because they're definitely one of the nicest bears around. So let's learn how to say black bear. What letter does black bear start with? Both words start with the same letter, so we're lucky. It makes a b sound. Black bear. B. B is for black. B is for bear. B. Remember B? B for black bear. Let's learn how to say black bear. Let's learn bear first. To say bear, you'll cross your arms across your chest and just scratch, scratch, like a bear claws. Scratch, scratch. But we want to say black bear, so let's learn how to say black as well. To say black, take your finger and draw across your forehead. Good job. Now let's put those two together. Black bear. Black bear. Good job. I have one more for us. Let's learn how to say owl. There are lots of types of owls that live in Maine. And if you have a keen eye, you might be able to spot them sleeping during the day up in the trees. What letter does owl start with? It makes a ooh, ooh sound. Owl. It starts with the letter O. O is for owl. Do you remember how to make the letter O? Take our fingers and curl them down to our thumb. O. To say owl, you'll make an O with both of your hands and hold them over your eyes like a pair of glasses. And then twist. Owl. Good job. Now you can say moose, black bear, and owl in American Sign Language. Good job. Before we go into our first book, let's sing the alphabet together. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I've sung my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Good job, friends. So the first book we're going to read is a special book to help us celebrate Maine's 200th birthday. It's called The Maine Birthday Book. It's by Tonya Shevenell. And this book is really special because not only does it talk about all the different places in Maine and a lot of special things about Maine, but it also shows us a lot of the animals that live in Maine.
The Maine Birthday Book by Tonya Shevenell. How do you say your name? Dear ago. Oh, that's dear ago. Hello, it's my birthday. My friends are on their way. They'll be here any minute. Everything's ready, except one thing. My birthday wish. I don't know what to wish for. Maybe my friends can help. They come from all over Maine, from forests, mountains, rivers, ocean, islands, and lakes. I'll ask them for ideas. Get all the different animals. Welcome, friends. Henry, Doodles, Socks, you're all here. Thank you for making this a special day. Soon it will be time for me to make a birthday wish. But I'm not sure what to do. Will you help me think of a wish? What if it was your birthday? What would you do? What if we take turns telling you about our birthdays? That might help you think of a special wish. I'll go first. Hello, my name is Fenway. I'm from Cumberland County. On my birthday, my firefly friends light up the whole field with a fireworks show for me and my family. What if you wish for magical nightlights? So this is a white-tailed deer. I'll go next. Hi, my name is Socks. I'm from Penobscot County. I have a winter birthday, but my family hibernates in the winter. That's why I have my birthday party in the summer. We go wild blueberry picking, and then we have a blueberry picnic at the lake. My wish is for sweet wild blueberries every day of the year. Yum. Socks is a black bear. Wild blueberries are a perfect snack. Hi all, my name's Pilot. My home is Sagadahoc County. On my birthday, my friends and I play NASA Cats. We fly missions to our favorite planets. We will discover if there are mice on Mars. My wish is to be the best spaceship builder in the world and the inventor of a cat constellation in the sky. This is a Maine coon cat. Some of you might have them for pets. An inventor? I'm named after an inventor. Chester. That is Chester Greenwood from Franklin County. He invented lots of things, but he's famous for earmuffs. My birthday's in the summer, but I invented a half-birthday party in the winter, so we can wear our earmuffs. We go sliding, skiing, skating. We love snow. I wish for lots of it. This is a snowshoe hare. We get lots of snow where I live. I'm Crosby, and I'm from Maine's biggest county, Aroostook. We have a big neighbor too, Canada. My friends from Maine and Canada explore streams and ponds with me on my birthday. We love cold water, tall tales, and telling fish stories. My wish? More fish. It's fun having lots of friends in the neighborhood. This is a brook trout. That sounds like us. I'm Shavy. I'm Mavie. We're from the western part of Maine, in Oxford County. On our birthday, we fly to New Hampshire and jam with our friends in the Granite State. We sing and dance and play, and then we hum the whole way home. Dear ago, you know those days when you're feeling the music? What could be better? Sweet solos and soaring harmonies. That's our wish for you. Shavy and Mavie are dragonflies. Shavy and Mavie, I live downriver from you in Androscoggin County. My name is Sawyer. I get up and get busy on my birthday. My grandparents taught me to start the day doing something kind for someone else. I invite my friends to help. When we finish, we feel really good. My grandparents call that the birthday bonus. My wish for everyone is to feel the birthday bonus. These are beavers. Hi, my name's Shade. I'm a fisher from Somerset County. But I do not fish. I climb trees. My friends don't fish either. They climb trees. None of us fishers fish, ever. And definitely not on our birthdays. On our birthdays, we climb trees. Not just any trees, our favorite special party trees. And we tell tall tales. That's what fishers do. My wish is to tell the tallest tall tale in the tallest tree of all. This is a fisher cat. Hello, my name's Flash. I live in Lincoln County, but part of the year I live at sea. I swim from salt water to fresh water, from Atlantic Ocean to rivers, lakes, streams, and ponds. I'm on the run. It's nice to be in one place and relax. I hula hoop on my birthday and watch the town parade go by. Flash is an alewife. I wish the whole world would hula hoop together. Flash, you live near me when you're not out to sea. My name is Milton. I'm from Kennebec County. Here's my birthday idea. Play games. Sports games, card games, board games. You can even make up your own games. We have so much fun. I always wish we could play one more. This is a gray squirrel. I bet you see those all over the place outside. Ahoy, mateys! As you can see, I'm into yoga. My friends and I spread out on the ocean floor and make poses. We invent funny names for them, like the unfurling birthday twirling and the double bubble party pose. Sometimes we make the downward facing ducks laugh. My wish is for flexibility. Oh, I almost forgot. My name is Cadillac, and I live in the coastal waters of Hancock County. Cadillac is a lobster. I'll try yoga, maybe in the mornings in the moose bog. Hello, I'm Henry. I live in Piscataquis County, near Moosehead Lake. My birthday is in the spring, during fiddlehead season. We canoe to our favorite fiddlehead picking spot. I can't tell you where it is because it's a secret. My wish for you is a best friend that you can tell your secrets to. What animal is Henry? He's a moose. Yippee! It's my turn. Hello, I'm Doodles. Most of the year I live at sea, but when I'm home in Maine, I live on an island in Knox County. On my birthday, I go island hopping with my friends. We climb rocks, look at our reflections in tidal pools, play on the beach, and draw in the sand. My wish is to be an artist. Doodles is an Atlantic puffin. Have you ever drawn a lighthouse? Or an owl? Our heads swivel around, kind of like a lighthouse. I love looking at lighthouses with my big yellow eyes. My name is Nicholas. I don't live in Maine, but I fly south from Canada to York County in the winter for the great views. Great food, too. My wish is to see others and be seen as one-of-a-kind, original, and unique, like a snowflake or a lighthouse. Nicholas is a snowy owl. We aren't seeing any of those right now, but definitely spot him in the winter. Or a coyote like me. Hello, I'm Sydney. I live in Waldo County. When winter turns to spring and the snow has melted away, it's magical mud season. The birds sing louder, the sun shines warmer, earth smells earthier, and baby buds pop like big bloomin' surprises. That's when it's my birthday. To celebrate, I hike with my family. We howl along the way. I wish for happy trails and a spring in your step. I step, fly, and swim. Hello, my name is Molly. In the summer, I live on lakes in the Passamaquoddy land. Maybe you've heard me making maps with my voice. My songs are signals so my friends know where I am. That's the call of the loon. Our birthdays are special concert events. Every loon in the lake has a part. My wish is for everyone to carry a song in their heart. So these are loons. I hear your song, Molly. I'm Addison, and I live in Washington County, the easternmost part of Maine. My family's birthday tradition is to share the stories of our names and birth. We honor the beginnings of each other like we honor the beginning of each day at first light. My wish is for sunrises that make you feel like every day is your birthday. Addison is an eagle. Do you know the story of your name, Dirigo? I do. Dirigo means I lead. I lead by my chickadee-dee call and by listening to what other chickadees sing back. Dirigo is Maine's motto. It's on the state flag. The North Star is a symbol of the motto. And my name. When I look at the sky at night, the North Star makes me feel at home, wherever I am. Stargazing and making wishes are some of my favorite things to do, especially on my birthday. With all of you. It's time to make my birthday wish. Thanks to you, I know exactly what to do. Now, will you help me count down? Yes! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday! What will you do on your birthday? What do you think Dirigo wished for? A can of Moxie? Maybe he wished for all our wishes to come true. Yes, that sounds like Dirigo. Okay, you all, it's whoopie pie time. Yum! The end.
Can you guys help me with a little activity? I have some owls that need to go up onto the board, but I need to know what color they are as I put them up. Maybe you guys can help me figure out which colors we're putting up. All right, let's see what we have. What color is our first owl? That's right, he's a green owl. One green owl. Oh, how about this owl? What color is this owl? He's blue. One blue owl. What do we have next? Oh, I like this color. What color is this owl? He's a red owl. One red owl. Oh, what about this one? Purple. A purple owl. I think we have one more. What color is this owl? That's right. It's a pink owl. One pink owl. Can you help me count how many owls we have on the board? Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 owls. Good job. 5 little owls on a moonlit night. 5 little owls are quite a sight. 5 little owls, are you keeping score? 1 flew away, and now there are 4. 4 little owls, as happy as can be. 1 flies away, and now there are how many? 3. 3 little owls calling hoo hoo. 1 flies away, and now there are 2. 2 little owls having lots of fun. 1 flies away, and now there is 1. 1 little owl. Now we're almost done. He flies away, and now there are none.
Our next book is called This Moose Belongs to Me by Oliver Jeffers. This moose belongs to me. Wilfred owned a moose. He hadn't always owned a moose. The moose came to him a while ago, and he knew, just knew, that it was meant to be his. He thought he would call him Marcel. He began following Marcel, explaining the rules of how to be a good pet. Much of the time, it seemed as though the moose wasn't listening, but Wilfred knew he was, mostly because he followed rule number 4 very well, not making too much noise while Wilfred plays his record collection. Sometimes the moose wasn't a very good pet. He generally ignored rule number 7, going whichever way Wilfred wants to go. The moose had a very good sense of direction, and Wilfred did not. And because the moose was particularly poor on rule number 7, subsection B, maintaining a certain proximity to home, Wilfred quickly learned to bring some string along on their outings so he could find his way back again. Sometimes the moose was an excellent pet. He had no trouble with rule number 11, providing shelter from the rain, or rule 16, knocking down things that are out of Wilfred's reach. Good work. One day, as Wilfred discussed their plans for the coming year on a particularly long walk, he made a terrible discovery. Someone else thought she owned the moose. "Rodrigo, you're back!" Wilfred was dumbstruck. This moose was Marcel, not Rodrigo. The old lady was mistaken, and Wilfred thought it only proper that he correct her. "This moose belongs to me," he explained. And to prove it, he called Marcel heel. But the moose did not respond. He seemed more interested in the old lady. Good Rodrigo. I wonder why he's more interested in the old lady. Fine. Embarrassed and enraged, Wilfred rushed off for home. But in his haste, and miles from anywhere, he tripped over a string and got tangled up. Ah! And there he lay. Wilfred was beginning to get a little bit worried. It was getting late, and the monsters would be out soon. Oh no! He had just ruled out the last of his options. Penguin? No. Bear with axe? Nah. Hammer? Mm-mm. Lightning? No. Saw? No. Swordfish? Nope. When along came the moose and performed Rule 73 brilliantly, rescuing your owner from perilous situations. All was forgiven, and perhaps, Wilfred admitted, he never really owned the moose anyway. With that in mind, he and the moose reached a compromise. The moose would agree to all of Wilfred's rules, whenever it suited him. Dominic, you're back, and you brought me an apple. The end.
Alright guys, we're gonna go on a bear hunt. So if you've never been on a bear hunt before, you're in for a real treat. You ready? We're going on a bear hunt. We're gonna catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. What's that? Grass. Long, wavy grass. Well, we can't go over it, and we can't go under it, so we have to go through it. Come on, let's go. Swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy. We're going on a bear hunt. We're gonna catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. What's that? It's a river. A deep, cold river. Well, we can't go over it, and we can't go under it. We have to go through it. Come on. Splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash. Going on a bear hunt. gonna catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. What's that? It's mud. Thick, oozy mud. Well, we can't go over it, and we can't go under it. Looks like we have to go through it. Come on. Squelch, 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 squelch. We're going on a bear hunt. We're gonna catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Oh, what's that? It's a forest. A big, dark forest. Well, we can't go over it, and we can't go under it. Looks like we have to go through it. Come on. Stumble, trip, stumble, trip, stumble, trip. We're going on a bear hunt. We're gonna catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. What's that? A snowstorm? A swirling, whirling snowstorm? Well, we can't go over it, and we can't go under it. Looks like we have to go through it. Come on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We're going on a bear hunt, and we are gonna catch a big one. What a beautiful day. I'm not scared. What's that? It's a cave. A narrow, gloomy cave. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Looks like we have to go through it. Come on. Shh. Tiptoe, tiptoe. We're going on a bear hunt. We're gonna catch a big one. It's a beautiful day. I'm not scared. What's that? Has one wet, shiny nose, two furry ears, two big googly eyes. It's a bear! Quick, let's get out of here. Through the cave. Tiptoe, 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 tiptoe. Come on, through the snowstorm. Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. Quick, through the forest. Stumble, trip, stumble, trip, stumble, trip. Come on, through the mud. Squelch, 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 squelch. All right, guys, swim across the river. Come on, splish, splash, splish, splash, splish. Quick, through the grass. Swishy, splashy, swishy, splashy, swishy, splashy. All right, into the house, up the stairs, and close the door. We made it. We are never going on a bear hunt ever again.
Our next book is called I Am Birch by Scott Kelley. I am Birch. Everyone calls me Birch, for I am a birch tree, much like any other. At least, I was a tree until Beaver came along. As he gnawed through my bark and brought me crashing down, he was mumbling, "Cold and darkness," I heard him say, "cold and darkness." Now, I am a stump. Porcupine came slowly by, as porcupines do. He yawned. He told me about a coming time of great cold and darkness. Everyone in the forest was terrified, he said. They were spending their days stocking up. I asked Porcupine, "Who did you hear this from?" Porcupine shrugged and he yawned again. He said he thought he heard it from Deer, and then he shambled off in the direction from which he had come. Can I just say that porcupines are utterly hopeless, of no use to anyone, and be done with it? Deer came by. I asked her if she was spreading word of cold and darkness. Not me, said Deer. I heard it from Badger. In fact, can I also say that deer are simply too quiet for their own good? So quiet, in fact, that they startle not just each other, but themselves as well. Badger came by, and I asked her if she was spreading word of cold and darkness. Not me, said Badger. I heard it from Heron. Can I now just praise badgers for being unbelievably tidy? If you are ever invited to a badger's home, definitely remember to wipe your feet. Heron landed nearby, looking for fish, and I yelled to him, Heron, have you been spreading word of cold and darkness? Heron looked at me, in that way that herons have, and flew away. Squirrel came by and tripped over Rock, who's been at the base of my trunk for as long as I can remember. Hey, said Rock, watch where you're going. Squirrel ran off, too fast to listen, her cheeks full of nuts. Rock, I asked, is it you who has been spreading word of cold and darkness? I am a rock, said Rock, as if that explained everything. Right, I said. You are a rock. Squirrels. If it's not a nut, they just don't care. Rabbit came by. Just then the shadow of Eagle darkened the ground. Rabbit stopped dead still, right in front of me. Rabbit, I asked, is it you who has been spreading the word of cold and darkness? Rabbit said nothing, nose barely twitching. He waited for the shadow of Eagle to move on, then hopped off. Typical Rabbit. Moose and Bear came by, mouths full of blueberries. I heard the cold is going to be very cold, Moose said. And I heard the dark is going to be very dark, Bear replied. But the cold is going to be colder than the dark is going to be dark. No, you got it wrong. The dark is going to be darker than the cold is going to be cold. Stop arguing, I said. Who told you about this very cold and this very dark? Can't remember, said Bear. Not sure, really, said Moose. I saw the chaos of fear everywhere. So many trees cut down, blueberry bushes stripped bare, everyone running about. Beaver came back, looking for more trees. There were none. Beaver, I said, are you the one who has been spreading word of cold and darkness? Yes, Beaver said. He smiled. I told everybody so they could prepare. Beavers, you see, love to prepare. But who told you? I asked. It was Rabbit. Or was it Deer? No, wait, it was... I don't know. But they seemed quite sure. There is no coming time of great cold and darkness, I said. There never was. Which of course was true. The foretold time of cold and darkness never arrived. Beaver admitted his mistake, which is hard for beavers, and spent days wandering amongst the stumps, apologizing. He never did remember where he had heard it. For all we know, it could have been something the wind whispered on its way to somewhere else. For a while, everyone talked about cold and darkness, until they forgot. Winds calmed, trees sprouted, and the forest felt like home again. Blueberries grew. One day an acorn fell before me. I will grow to be a mighty oak, Acorn said, but you will always be a stump. Squirrel came by, picked up Acorn, and scurried off. Or maybe not, I called after Acorn. Suddenly, A leaf sprung from one of my remaining branches. It sought the sun and the rain. It worked very hard at being a leaf. Over time, many, many years, I grew into a huge, arching birch tree. Animals gather here, though none of them quite know why. The end. And that was a story that's based off of Wabanaki tales. And Wabanaki are the native peoples of Maine.
Thank you for joining me for Storytime this week. I had a lot of fun. I hope that you did too. We'll be back again next Thursday with another story time, and also on Saturdays with our K through 3 read aloud. If you want to sign up for our Zoom story times, please email me at the email listed below, or follow the links in the description if you'd like to learn a little bit more about what we're offering right now during this time. I have a little at-home activity for us to do today, but first let's sing our goodbye song. If you don't remember the movements, we're just going to wave and clap. We wave goodbye like this, we wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands for all our friends and wave goodbye like this. Goodbye, friends. Our at-home activity this week is a Maine Animal matching game. There is a PDF linked in the video description if you have an at-home printer, but I will also walk you through some steps to make a set from scratch. For today's at-home activity, you will need either the printed PDF or about 3 pieces of white paper, 3 pieces of construction or cardstock paper, a pencil, a ruler, scissors, glue, and something to color with. Color the animals in however you'd like, but if you want a challenge, try to color the matching animals in the same way in each picture. Once you're done coloring, cut out the squares. If you want some help, just ask an adult. If you're making a set from scratch, start by cutting 3-inch by 3-inch squares of white paper. Pick one color to use for each animal. I picked red to use on my loon. Write the animal's name. You can always ask for an adult or an older sibling to help you if you like. And then draw something to represent the animal. It doesn't have to be the animal. Your loon could be represented by a circle if you want. It is hard to match ourselves exactly, so don't get discouraged. Look, I gave one loon a beard by mistake. Once you have all of your animals cut out, you're going to want to cut some squares out of your cardstock or construction paper. You want to make them about 3.5 by 3.5 inches, so they're a little bigger than our animals. And you want to make sure you have one for every animal square. Now just go ahead and glue them together. Now you have your very own set of Maine Animal matching cards, and you can use them to play whenever you want. Have fun, and thanks again for joining me today at Storytime.